The mystery of human existence lies not in just staying alive, but in finding something to live for. Power is given only to those who dare to lower themselves and pick it up. Only one thing matters, one thing, to be able to dare. The greatest happiness is to know the source of unhappiness. Man only likes to count his troubles, but he does not count his joys. The darker the night, the brighter the stars. The deeper the grief, the closer is God. I gave up caring about anything, and all the problems disappeared. If you want to overcome the whole world, overcome yourself. For broad understanding and deep feeling, you need pain and suffering. Above all, don't lie to yourself. The man who lies to himself and listens to his own lie comes to a point that he cannot distinguish the truth within him or around him, and so loses all respect for himself and for others. And having no respect, he ceases to love. Realists do not fear the results of their study. To live without hope is to cease to live. To go wrong in one's own way is better than to go right in someone else's. I say let the world go to hell, but I should always have my tea. Nothing in this world is harder than speaking the truth, nothing easier than flattery. Love the animals, love the plants, love everything. If you love everything, you will perceive the divine mystery in things. Once you perceive it, you will begin to comprehend it better every day. And you will come at last to love the whole world with an all-embracing love. I love mankind, he said. But I find to my amazement that the more I love mankind as a whole, the less I love man in particular. If you want to be respected by others, the great thing is to respect yourself. Only by that, only by self-respect, will you compel others to respect you. To think too much is a disease. Happiness does not lie in happiness, but in the achievement of it. Much unhappiness has come into the world because of bewilderment in things left unsaid. A real gentleman, even if he loses everything he owns, must show no emotion. Money must be so far beneath a gentleman that it is hardly worth troubling about. To love someone means to see them as God intended them. It is not the brains that matter most, but that which guides them, the character, the heart, generous qualities, progressive ideas. Man is a mystery. It needs to be unraveled, and if you spend your whole life unraveling it, don't say that you've wasted time. I am studying that mystery because I want to be a human being. Don't be overwise, fling yourself straight into life, without deliberation. Don't be afraid, the flood will bear you to the bank and set you safe on your feet again. You will burn, and you will burn out. You will be healed, and come back again. If everything on earth were rational, nothing would happen. Everything passes, only truth remains. I can see the sun, but even if I cannot see the sun, I know that it exists. And to know that the sun is there, that is living. When I look back on my past, and think how much time I wasted on nothing, how much time has been lost in futilities, errors, laziness, incapacity to live, how little I appreciated it, how many times I sinned against my heart and soul, then my heart bleeds. Life is a gift, life is happiness, every minute can be an eternity of happiness. It is better to be unhappy and know the worst, than to be happy in a fool's paradise. Man has it all in his hands, and it all slips through his fingers from sheer cowardice. If you wish to glimpse inside a human soul, and get to know a man, don't bother analyzing his ways of being silent, of talking, of weeping, of seeing how much he is moved by noble ideas. You will get better results if you just watch him laugh. If he laughs well, he's a good man. Only the heart knows how to find what is precious. Deprived of meaningful work, men and women lose their reason for existence. They go stark, raving mad. People speak sometimes about the bestial cruelty of man, but that is terribly unjust and offensive to beasts. No animal could ever be so cruel as a man, so artfully, so artistically cruel. It takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. Taking a new step, uttering a new word, is what people fear most. There are things which a man is afraid to tell even to himself, and every decent man has a number of such things stored away in his mind. Right or wrong, it's very pleasant to break something, from time to time. A novel is a work of poetry. In order to write it, one must have tranquility of spirit and of impression. There is no subject so old that something new cannot be said about it. Don't let us forget that the causes of human actions are usually immeasurably more complex and varied than our subsequent explanations of them. The awful thing is that beauty is mysterious as well as terrible. God and the devil are fighting there, and the battlefield is the heart of man. Life is paradise, and we are all in paradise, but we refuse to see it. Thank you for joining us on this transformative journey through Fyodor Dostoevsky's inspirational quotes. We hope that these profound insights from one of the literary giants have left a lasting impact on your life.